Oh my goodness. Hello and welcome to the show. Holy shit, I didn't even put a title on the show tonight, fellas. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I am still in recovery mode, but you are here on the Fifth Quarter Sports Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Kevlar. Treat them swell, and yes, I treat them very well. Joined with me, as always, Mr. Skip from Skip's Trophies and More, and the diamond in the rough, Mr. Diamond Dirty D for life. Fellas, what it is, what it ain't, what up, though.
What's happening, family? Y'all, we missed last week, for a myriad of reasons, but we're back. And I'm gonna start off by saying this. Y'all know when the Hurricanes on that win streak, I said if we lost, it's gonna be because of our quarterback. We would get into it in the podcast, but I knew it was gonna happen. When we were playing good, I was saying it. But anyway, yeah.
Well, I will tell y'all this, fellas. That was the first time in my life I've ever had the flu, and never again do I want that. I was clinging to life with a bare grasp on my trash can. It was terrible. All right. Well, hey, I'm meant to upload this to the show. No, we'll do that next week because I can actually put it in there. But it has been a whirlwind in college football, as we now have, I believe, 6 coaching positions available in the SEC.
Never seen that happen before.
6?
I believe it's 6. LSU, Florida, Auburn, Arkansas.
They fired Auburn's coach?
Hugh Freeze is gone, yes.
Whoa. Okay,
yep.
Good.
Kentucky fired Mark Stoops.
Okay.
And then Arkansas fired Sam Pittman.
Well, they got Petrino running that, so.
But that ain't gonna stay. They already ran his ass out of there once. They're gonna hire somebody else next year. Yeah, but it's a whirlwind. Here's an interesting question I have for either of you. Do we see James Franklin ending up at either one of them?
James Franklin,
any of these SEC schools.
Penn State old coach. Yep.
We're gonna see him somewhere. There's too many big jobs open, and he's qualified. So we'll see him somewhere. I can't predict where. I think he'll jump at the first offer he gets. He should.
Auburn could be a possibility. If you want to go that route, on that end, but possibility with the money he's getting with the buyout, he might take off a year and just wait. Because you got to see what he's gonna have to deal with. What's coming back now? You got transfer portal stuff going on. The recruiting process is a lot to deal with, and his family and situation is. Why would you take a Arkansas job and you leave in Penn State? I'm just giving that as an example.
Gotcha. But he's coming to a powerhouse conference.
Again, Auburn, out of what Kev just named, outside of Florida.
Okay.
Florida and Auburn will be the 2 top in that circle.
But also they got competition too. You still got Georgia in that conference.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to think, do you want to come and deal with that compared to what you were doing up there in the Big Ten? So, it's a lot to.
Well, what about LSU being a landing spot?
Again,
I'd say that LSU at the moment has more pull than Auburn.
Yeah, definitely.
When it comes to players and recruiting.
See, Auburn got to share talent out of Alabama. LSU ain't got to share nothing out of Louisiana. Then they close to Texas. So, they got 2 football states right there. You understand me? Because Alabama and Georgia are really, getting the best out of Florida that the Hurricanes, the Gators, and the Seminoles don't get. Mm-hmm. So he got good recruiting possibilities over there in LSU. And like I said, I like Arkansas for him because he won't have the recruiting competition there that he'll have if he gets the LSU job, the Auburn job, or the Florida job.
All right. Well, I will tell you this. My prayers were answered as Mike Shula was relieved of his duties on Saturday. Uh, after, we're the only team in college football that hasn't put up 350 yards in a game.
Why are we telling this? Let it go.
Coaches, D. Hey, that's part of fired coaches, son.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Now, I've been saying it since the third week of the season.
Just let it go.
This offense ain't nothing. Fire. But proposal here. I know what they're gonna do, and there's what they should do. Brian Kelly is in a position where he needs a bounce back job. He has been fired now. D, quit shaking your head and let me finish. He's been fired now from 2 major programs getting embarrassed. I don't even think somewhere like a Liberty would want him.
Shit.
You got a guaranteed contract of what is it, 49 million?
Listen.
Somewhere in there.
Listen.
D, I'm gonna finish this whether you want to or not.
I'm talking about who you talking about. I'm talking about who you talking about.
He's getting paid guaranteed money from LSU. He needs a bounce back to get another head coaching job. Come be an offensive coordinator for a year. Go back to it. What was old buddy? Shit, I can't even remember his name. The Maryland coach. Oh,
from when?
The one that they fired when that kid died on the field.
Oh,
they let him take the blame from it because the program is already in shambles. He's a defensive coordinator right now.
I can't.
Either way, there's plenty of guys out there, but what we're gonna do is go get somebody like Hugh Freeze, who has shown no offensive production in the past 3 years. That's what's going to happen.
Brian Kelly will not get another job for a while. I don't know. You know, we was off last week. The stories that came out that I sent you guys, he is a scoundrel. You don't want him nowhere near your program. He's a charlatan, if you would say, because when you had someone skip, when the kid died, the one that they had the controversy on with the car accident and all that, in that situation, he didn't even call to give his remorse to the family. When he was still the coach of Notre Dame, he's on the recruiting trail. He's in your home, Skip, eating your food with you and your wife, trying to recruit your son to come to Notre Dame. He goes outside and takes a phone call. The next morning, he's knowing that he gets the LSU jobs, come back in your house, lie to your face, and you find out that he's got the job at LSU the next morning. He is a scoundrel. So you don't want him nowhere near your program. You see what happened. He lost recruits down there. No. Has he proven himself? No. He got $50 million. He won't be coaching no time soon.
Now, I think so. I
think his ego is going to land him in another job.
His name is going to land him a job. Look at how many coaches that's been from the East Coast to the West Coast, up north, back down south again. His name is going to get him a job. And there's a shortage of named coaches. They're not going to take a chance on a nobody, and especially in a big program. I mean, Steve Spurrier left Florida strong, and he went to South Carolina.
Steve Spurrier. Oh, yeah, you just said Steve Spurrier. My bad.
Your boy left
Lou Holtz. He left Notre Dame and went to South Carolina.
Right. Your boy left Florida State and go to Texas A&M.
But and
if Jimbo wants a job, all he got to do is put his name out there.
But this the thing again. See, Jimbo can go back to LSU, but this the thing again. Is how you leave out the door also.
What? Jimbo left fucked up.
Well, Jimbo left because they couldn't win, but Jimbo won when he was in LSU. That's what I'm saying. He has ties there. Forgot about that name. Good call, Skip. Jimbo can do that. But again, they're making so much money, y'all, now. Why go take the headache? You might have the itch. You might be the coach, but you didn't got paid. I mean.
Well, and that's, again, why I say he goes as an offensive coordinator, because at that point, he ain't running the show. He has somebody to report to that can say, hey, goodbye, if shit ain't going the way it should.
And see, now what's crazy about that statement you just made, Kev? Running the show is basically micromanaging. Because if you're a head coach, you got an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special team coach, blah, 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 blah. All you're doing is letting them work for you. So he's getting a bad rap because he had a badass offensive coordinator. He had a bad defensive coordinator. Oh, well, he can't do this. He didn't do it. His recruiters didn't get him the best. Well, they got the best out they could. I'm gonna put it that way. But when the offensive coordinator doing his job and the defensive coordinator doing his job, you fire the head coach. You ain't fixed nothing.
Starts with you. You are the head of the operation.
You are true. You are correct. But I'm talking about what Kev said. He will become an offensive coordinator, and he don't have to answer to nobody.
No, I said he's got to answer to somebody. He'll have a boss that if he ain't doing
what he has to answer to somebody. But
his ego, Kev, I'm sorry. His ego is not going to let him do that. And not at this age. He's not going to do that.
Not making the kind of money he making by sitting
No,
on
he's not finna do that. No. And then it's how you leave the program. If that's the case, look at this. Jimbo was an offensive coordinator, right?
Yep.
He was an offensive coordinator under Nick Saban. He went on to Florida State to be an offensive coordinator there. He forced his hand. He forced his hand to get Bobby Bowden to retire, to get the head coaching job in Wake.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves there, goes to Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You do not. He's not going to go back to being a coordinator. Brian Kelly doesn't. I don't see him as doing that. And I told y'all 3-4 years ago when he got the job down there, I didn't trust him.
You did say that. All right, let's move into this past weekend's college football action. I'm just going to start it off down the list here at number 1. We ain't got to get into all of them, but Ohio State and Penn State. As we know, Penn State fired their head coach and is without their starting QB. Ohio State took that 38-14. Number 2, Indiana played against Maryland. They walked out with that one 55-10. Number 3, the world's largest cocktail party, the Georgia Bulldogs played the Florida Gators and took it home 24-20. D, what did you see from your
playing with food again? We are becoming. I'm gonna say this: the games are so up and down, and whatever be going on, it keep you intrigued. And if I keep saying this, we say playing with food here, but Skip, think about it. When we be talking about them spreads and all we be talking about, I swear, Georgia's the only college team that I know of. This even when Mark Richt, I kept swearing they playing with the money, they playing with Vegas. Because they don't, either they cover the spread or they don't. Do you know when Gunner took that knee, Vegas won? Because he would have the spread, they would have got the spread if he would have scored. So, you know, I'm still not. This is an offensive driven team. The defense can't stop a fly in the phone booth. Everything that people have, it works against us. We lost a lot of talent, and this shows that Kirby them are coaching to a certain extent, but it's a rivalry game. So Florida pulled out their A game. At the end of the day, I take the victory. I say again, survive and move on. That's all I can say.
Skip, real quick. One thing that I was saying last week was when you look at the scenario that Florida was facing coming into this game, it almost built for the perfect upset. You know, they ain't got no head coach. Probably won't get bowl eligible. You know, and then you just come in and beat Georgia. You know, that'd be the perfect way that it happens.
It's kind of what Alabama did when they went.
The players rally. Go ahead, Skip.
No, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
No, that was it.
It's kind of what Alabama did when they came down to Athens to beat Georgia. They salvaged their season because had they lost that game, they would have did the same thing that the Hurricanes are now doing, and that Florida did. They're finna slide down the mountain. You know, we lost to teams that there's nobody could have ever picked the two teams that we lost to lose to this year. They would have picked Notre Dame. They possibly could have picked Florida State. You know, the games that we won that we were favored to lose, I can see that. But losing like we losing with Miami, man, anyway. But, you know, with the Georgia-Florida thing, man, I think had they won, they would have fired the coach.
Fired what coach?
The Gators.
He already been fired.
Yeah. Napier's already gone.
He been fired.
Fired a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, you're right, Dave.
Okay. All right. Well, I think the biggest upset of the weekend, Georgia Tech loses to NC State. What do you think about the Rambling Wreck?
Again, Georgia Tech been playing around every week. They finally have a primetime game. They got them a shootout, and if Georgia Tech doesn't get up on you with Haynes King and them running that mess, they're gonna find themselves in this. Every game Georgia Tech has been in, it's been a fight. This time they just got punched in the mouth.
I don't know if I agree with that because I've been watching most of their games this season. Maybe the first half is a fight, but they start blowing away in the second.
But what I'm saying, it's a fight. And then, like I said, they keep running that mess. You stop them, you stop your opposing team, and they keep running that mess. Time of possession, team get desperate, they get one-dimensional. Now Georgia Tech is up by 14, 17 points. You know the other team is trying to throw the ball around to get back in it. In this game, this team racked up over 500 yards on Georgia Tech with no problem. Even though Haynes King and them was still playing, Georgia Tech couldn't get them off the field. NC State quarterback, might as well call him a super freshman. This kid, 19 years old, and put up 500 yards of offense on Georgia Tech. You knew it was going to eventually happen. Georgia Tech was in a dogfight last week for a hot second, and Nasty caught up with them. The ACC is an interesting conference because everybody Georgia Tech plays, from the Dukes, the Virginians, the Virginia Techs, Clemson, whoever Georgia Tech play, it's always something crazy goes on in those games. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I see.
I don't consider it crazy. The first thing you said was they got in a shootout. Georgia Tech is not the type of team that can win a shootout style football game. They managed the clock better than any one of the best clock management teams in the nation, in my opinion, because they run the ball so much. So they're not a shootout type team. So if a team puts up 35-40, Georgia Tech, like you said, need to be already up there. You understand me? So it'll be like, okay, now we can go tit for tat. But shootout, nah, 48 points. I don't think nobody has scored that many points on them this year, correct?
Who?
How many points?
I don't think nobody scored more than 35 on them this year.
Until this week.
This team just put up more than 35.
That's what I'm saying. They put up 48, but before this game, I don't think nobody scored at least 35 on them.
No,
so they're not a shootout type team. They can't sustain that. I think that's what happened.
No, they didn't, and that team kept their foot on their neck.
All right, well, let's look at the other side of this. Oh, shit, that actually gets interesting here. This week, they've got Boston College, 1-8. I don't see that going, I see a bounce-back game for the Hornets, or for the Yellow Jackets, sorry. But after that, Pitt comes to town.
They lose next week.
Pitt comes to town with a 7-2, possibly 8-2 record by then, and then they play the Dogs.
Again, they've got bust in the mouth. Right now, they're playing for ACC. Who's going to play in the championship? You follow me? So they got to handle their business. Yeah, Boston College. You would say, what's the spread on that? Do we have that already?
Yeah, I don't think so.
So if they playing at home, they 1-8. We're looking at a 14 or higher spread for Georgia Tech.
What is that?
You know who that is. I've got to get him out of here.
Oh, Jesus.
You hear him?
Like a grown-ass man.
Get out of here, man.
His defense is fucking terrible.
So you gotta sit up and think about it on that aspect of it. Yeah, you supposed to beat Boston College. You go on and get them up out of there, which you will do, and they not looking ahead. But that Pittsburgh game coming is gonna be for SEC contention. You see what I'm saying? So you got you're not gonna do this.
Well, and at this rate, that could mean they win. If Pitt wins this game, Georgia Tech will drop to 8-2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at that point, if they win this week, they'd be 9-2. If Pitt comes in with 8 wins, and then I mean they could. At this moment, that could be. No, Pitt's not in the ACC. I'm tripping.
Yes, they are.
I can forget.
Yeah,
They are.
yes, they are.
They are now. Okay, yeah. So that could be the ACC championship. I think Miami's dropped out. I don't know Louisville's current record, but that could be they could play twice.
Yeah.
Who else in the ACC is there? If
Louisville
it only has
one.
2 losses.
Louisville doesn't. 2 ACC losses.
Louisville's only got 1 right now.
Let me find them. Hold on. I thought they only had 1 because we needed them to lose along with Virginia had we not lost to SMU. Louisville 7-1. Louisville 7-1.
Okay.
They've lost to. Let's see. Let's go back. They lost to Virginia. Virginia beat them 30-27. They beat Pitt. So, boom. There you go. Louisville beat Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
So, if Pitt beats Georgia Tech, then Louisville propels themselves to the top of the ACC pending another loss. And then they'll play the winner, I think, the best out of Pitt and Georgia Tech. Because they got
all right. The ACC might actually be interesting for the first time in about 20 years.
But now watch this. Louisville has Clemson, SMU, and Kentucky. Well, Kentucky is not ACC.
Clemson sucks too. They're like 3-6.
But again, we're talking about conference.
It's true. That's true.
They're 3-5. So they still got to play SMU and Clemson in the ACC.
Yeah. All right. Well, the next upset of the weekend, Texas takes down Vandy, 34-31.
Boy, I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought Vandy was going to steamroll them.
I have to agree with you, Skip.
No, not about no.
The way they've been playing, yes.
Yeah, but you got to think. Vandy been playing when they play. You see how when they played against Alabama, the talent regardless comes up to the surface. You follow me? Yeah, you got this quarterback around here running around for Vanderbilt, but their defense is suspect. At the end of the day, regardless of all the fanfare that they're putting on that boy's shoulder, that's Texas. Texas still got players in place. They got 5-star athletes, and they got more 5-star athletes than Vanderbilt has. They're getting to the meat of their potatoes or whatever, and you can have
to the meat of their potatoes.
Yeah, the meat of the potatoes of their schedule. You can have these riding high, jumping on people. You know what I'm saying? Beating the South Carolinas, the Arkansas, the Kentuckys of the world, sneaking in on an Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And now you get to a team that's built to put up more points than you, and you're not able to sustain what you've been doing. You follow me now? They made a game of it late, and was an inch away from recovering the onside kick. You see what I'm saying? So, Vandy's back down to earth a little bit. Still in whatever they gonna do. This is the best year they ever had. So, hey, it is what it is. Texas,
I told you weeks ago that I'm sorry. I thought you were done about that.
Texas is still not a good team either.
No,
by no means.
Well, there was another stat that I saw earlier that said in the pocket, Arch Manning was 5 of 13. And he threw the ball 30 times in that game, Skip.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know if that speaks to his O-line or just him bailing out for no reason.
But okay, if we want to blame the O-line, then we need to blame all of the guys that make this not the schedule, but makes the rankings and everything else. Because there's no way this far in the season you can say, oh, well, we knew they had a bad O-line. No, you thought they had the best O-line in the country because you started them out at number one in the nation over the defending national champions, who've been number one since and have looked like the best team in the country from day one of the of football season. So no, I'm not going to say it's his O-line. I'm going to say he is not a typical Manning.
I'm gonna go with this too, because what seems to happen in college football, they're trying to showcase him to prove everything that the naysayers are saying now that he's not that guy. So when you see a kid throwing the ball around like that, it's they don't have a running game that they want to use, or they trying to showcase somebody. Think about it in college. Last year, Boise State showcased what? The running back. That was a top player. Yeah, this is a quarterback league. As of right now, none of us can sit up here and say who's the number one quarterback in Division I football right now. Who's number one? Clear cut number one quarterback. Kev, your quarterback has struggled. His quarterback has struggled.
Simpson.
There, you see what I'm saying? It's a lot. We cannot clearly say who's the Heisman running front runner right now.
Oh, absolutely not.
We don't know.
No.
We don't know.
No.
Kevin, I'm looking at something. You said he was 5 of 13 in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But he was 25 of 33.
Yeah.
So outside the pocket, he was zipping that ball, man. He was 100% outside the pocket.
But when it comes to the next level, they like a guy who can get out of the pocket. They also like a guy who can pass in the pocket.
Right. But one thing we do as analysts, armchair analysts, is we try to compare the type of offense and the type of blocking he's going to have in the league to what he has now. Whatever team he goes to in the league is going to be better than what he has now.
You're right.
So
You're right.
I think if he goes to the right team, the right system, and with what I'm looking at here, 25 or 33, if they keep him upright like any other quarterback, I think he'll be all right.
Well, he ain't coming out right now, so
he better not.
Nah, he's gonna stay another year. And you know what? Honestly, since you mentioned my QBD, I believe there is probably a 50-50 shot right now that he's going to hit the portal. But I believe he'll play another year in college.
No, he's coming out.
After this year, it's been a terrible season.
He's
put up no numbers.
But he had the talent. Look what he did last year.
I guess.
Watch this. The Florida quarterback that was one and done.
There you go.
That's exactly what he has. What they wanted him to have, the Florida quarterback to have, got the Indy. They threw him out there, and boom, he on the bench now. There's
no reason outside of him getting a payday to transfer away from South Carolina. There's no reason. What else he gonna do?
Where's he gonna go?
Y'all have peaked where you was gonna go.
He come to Miami.
We told you in the first.
I don't believe that.
Your team peaked.
We had a good season, but if you look at Beamer's record, we have a good season and we have a shit season.
But that's what I'm saying.
Season. So the next season will be better, and it's more wins every time.
But there's no need for him to come back and showcase his skill set. The pro scouts have already seen it. You can see him now. Me and Skip talked about this. He's going to be playing not to get hurt.
Right. And Kev, what kind of NIL money is he getting? You know,
$2 million.
He finna leave.
Well, okay. So he was offered. Remember, we talked about this. He was offered $8 million by what everybody suspects was Missouri, and he turned it down.
Okay,
that's Missouri.
Missouri's fucking like 9 and they got 8 or 9 wins right now.
Why would I
better than us?
Why would I go to Missouri at that point?
But Kev, y'all were slated to be a better team than Missouri coming into.
There you go.
Okay, my point is there are teams out there that you think Miami wouldn't. They're paying Carson Beck how much money? You think Miami wouldn't go get them?
I don't think they've
Who y'all
recruited,
got
but
next
they
year coming in?
accepted.
See,
It's
here's the
like
thing about South Carolina right now. Hang on real quick. Y'all forget we still got 2 5-star QBs on the bench. Air Nolan and Cutter Woods. All we need is an OC. So it wouldn't surprise me if Sellers doesn't go pro. I don't think his next season will be in Columbia. That's
I
it.
agree.
Let's move on.
I agree with you on that, but I think he's not going to another college team. There's no reason to.
All right, let's get on to the next game here. SMU took down the Miami Hurricanes since we just mentioned them, and they were next on the list. Skip, it is your time to shine, player.
I've been saying it when we were beating teams and punishing them and looking like we were back. I was harping on the fact that this is not the quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes, even though he was playing well. I just did not trust him to hold it up, and I've been proven right here the last 2 weeks. Costly interceptions, just bad passes altogether. He looks uninterested, whatever the word is. He doesn't look like. He looks like, well, I got my money. I'm making more than all the rookies in the NFL right now, which he is. No NFL rookie is making $11 million a year. So, I'm a go. I could be like Tom Brady, go in the 6th round. But I got my money. That's the attitude I get. And then for you to come out and say, I just do what the offensive coordinator says, he ain't say throw an interception. Now, the first one, it hit the guy in the hands. And he bobbled it, and it fell right in the safety's hands, But man, and I got so mad I turned the TV off before they even scored. I knew right then we were gonna lose. I just knew it when it was terrible. I like I said, I love my team, but I'd rather put in the quarterback in and now over Carson back.
And again, to piggyback, like. As a Bulldog fan, Skip already know how I felt about him. The guy's a finger blamer. When they have to come and on a halftime press conference, a halftime show, and say, you need to, as a quarterback, you have to own your mistakes. You are on a team. Scouts are watching your body language, your demeanor, and it's always somebody else's fault. 2 weeks ago, you said your wide receiver ran the wrong route. That's why you throw the interception. This week, I just run the plays that they call. So not I made a mistake. I read the wrong thing. I got to do better in what I do. It's someone else's fault. You're seeing the type of guy he is. It's a me first type mentality. I really don't care. You're not a Miami Hurricane guy. You weren't bred in whatever there. You from around the Florida area, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? You came there for a check. You thought it was going to be easy. Last year, yeah, Georgia dropped a lot of athletes dropped a lot of balls. Their wide receivers led the nation in drops. That's fine and dandy. But you didn't galvanize that team around you like Skip. Not saying Skip, but the fan base of Miami thought that you was going to do. Some of the fan base quoted and saying, "Oh, we got our quarterback. We're gonna do what Georgia can't do." And now, as they pull that little Scooby-Doo mask off, the real Carson Beckett showed up. And I'm gonna say this, Skip. Be careful. He gonna give you another one.
No, I think they'll bench him. I think he'll get benched at halftime. If we go in halftime losing any of the next 4 games, they're gonna bench him at halftime.
Paid too much money. Them boosters gonna be up Cristobal's ass over that.
And wait, did you see that, Skip? Cristobal and your offensive coordinator get into it on the sideline. Not a good look at all. Not a good look.
Well, indeed, I want to say this about what you were saying a minute ago. Remember last year at Georgia, every time they lost, or they didn't happen often, but remember he would get asked questions like, are you going to watch the game tonight because it has implications for you next week? I don't watch football. That's not fun for me. He's doing the same shit that he was doing at Georgia that made Georgia fans hate him.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't even like football.
When you're playing in high-level Division I football and you playing for marquee universities, you playing for two now. You playing for two. And your attitude is, I'm above all this. You follow me? I'm above all this. That's why when I sent y'all that picture that we were talking about, Skip know what I was doing. Look at the difference. Y'all said that this quarterback wasn't going to be able to sustain what he's doing. And he's surpassing him with the same cast of characters somewhat on the same team. And Miami technically can say they got a so-called better defense than the Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the game.
We got better superstar players than the Dogs. I'm gonna put that. I don't think overall our defense is better.
So when you look at this is who this guy is. He's trying to get drafted. We know it. And again, a couple of weeks ago, he looked like a world beater. But I kept telling you, I said he's throwing in coverage. You put a little pressure on him, you change them coverages, he gonna throw interceptions. And it is reared his head.
Kent, elaborate.
What you got?
Please elaborate. And I want you to be honest. Be we're not being funny here.
I can help you out. I don't think he'll go to the league. I don't think he'll get drafted. I think he might get. Hell no. Nobody wants to deal with that shit attitude that he's shown all the way through college.
Two things, Skip. He's had an injury. He's had an injury.
Penix had injuries. Penix had more injuries than any other quarterback.
We not listen. Don't bring up no other player. We talking about this guy here.
Okay.
It starts with the character first. Then we go into the injury level. Look what he's done in big game competition. He shrinks. You come up to a podium, and the first thing come out your mouth, it wasn't me.
All right, we got to get rolling, fellas. We're almost through last week's college real quick. Just something that irritates the hell out of me right here. Notre Dame beat Boston College 25-10. Texas Tech, Notre Dame is number 12. Texas Tech, who is number 13, beat K-State 43-20. Now, with a 6-2 record, Notre Dame is ranked ahead of an 8-1 Texas Tech team.
So I agree with you, but that's money because of what Notre Dame is and how they got that contract set up. Number two, the team that Texas Tech lost to last week wasn't even ranked. Now, Notre Dame has lost. The two losses that Notre Dame have was against Texas A&M, who's arguably probably the number one team in the country, number two team in the country, however you want to put it. They number two, Skip. They are.
I was just going to say, they ain't better than Ohio State.
No, I'm saying you can say whatever you can say what you want to. Ohio State ain't played nobody.
They got a cupcake schedule.
Yeah, we not even going there. So you got that in their favor because Texas A&M keeps winning, and the other team they lost to keeps winning. So that's what it is. They're trying to find a way. That's the only two-loss team I would see trying to sneak them in the playoffs without having a conference championship game because that's what they do.
All right. Well, the last game of this past weekend, Oklahoma went to Tennessee and got the job done. To me, Tennessee just shrank on offense. I mean, I remember before I turned it off, I saw it was first down. They did a screenplay to the left, got 0 yards. Second down, they did a screenplay to the right, got 0 yards. Third down, they do a draw play and got 2 yards. What the hell?
You have these head coach / offensive coordinators, because I think Bobby up there is running the team, Josh Heupel. He's running the offense up there. I call him Bobby because he looked like King of the Hills. But Bobby and company, I'm going to see him. Tennessee don't get tired of that in a minute. Because what they do, Skip, they come out like game busters.
Yep.
Them first 5 games, they look like world beaters. The next 5 is this like this. You let Oklahoma come in. Oklahoma has defense. But you let Oklahoma come in there whose quarterback 2 weeks ago has a broken finger on his throwing hand.
Right. But you come in there with them big front 5 that they got. Anything can happen.
And
that's what happened. I think they just beat them down.
And that's Tennessee is turned into a finesse type team. How they want to throw the ball around, and everybody they played against that's physical has beat them. Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma.
Yep. Well, we said that though. That they had the biggest they are across the board, offensive line and defensive line. If they give the quarterback time, it's gonna be hard to beat them, especially with a team that ain't got that kind of beef. So, hey.
All right, fellas. We are coming into week 11 here, and let me see what all we got. We don't really have to talk about all of these. Indiana, Penn State, Georgia, Mississippi State, BYU, and Texas Tech. All right, well, I was looking at last week's ranking still. So Texas Tech is now ranked number 9. BYU ranked number 8. Both of them have 8 wins. Texas Tech, of course, has the 1 loss. Right now, Texas Tech is favored by 10.5.
I'm taking Texas Tech.
Yeah.
I agree with it. If it was at BYU, I would take BYU because of that damn mascot and the way he hypes that. If y'all ain't watched a BYU game, holy shit. It
now,
is wild.
I want to say something about this. We ain't got to make it one of our picks. But I kind of like Penn State to beat Indiana.
No.
They favor about 14.
If they had their quarterback, I'd agree.
Huh?
If they had their quarterback, I'd agree with you.
Yeah, their quarterback gone.
Oh, he's hurt?
Yeah, he's out for the season. He's been out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they Indiana favored about 14.5. But go ahead.
All right. Ohio State, Purdue, another cupcake. The Citadel plays Ole Miss. They actually don't have a spread for that one yet. Yeah.
They shouldn't have a spread. And it's at 1 o'clock. Oh, it's SEC Network. I'll say
That should be on damn Disney Plus.
Texas A&M.
Texas. Well, I was getting there, Skip. Texas A&M is going to Missouri. When people go play on that field,
it's always some foolishness. It's always some foolishness when they go up there. But I'm gonna say this: Texas A&M has the talent. They're going to go up there and handle their business. What's the spread on that?
6.5 TANM.
You see what I'm saying? 6.5. 6.5. Really?
That's a touchdown. That's how they lead.
That's a touchdown. So I'm gonna take Texas A&M to cover, but we're gonna see we might see a 28-24 game. 20. Well, I'm gonna say 20.
That ain't covered.
I'm gonna say 28-21.
Okay.
28-21.
I'll do like Kim. I'm going the opposite route. I'm picking Missouri, man. I'm picking upset.
Okay.
Well, there's not a whole lot of other crazy games.
Well, is it a night or a day game?
That is a 3:30 kickoff.
Oh yeah.
Fourth quarter it'll get dark.
Yeah. They again, ladies and gentlemen, foolishness goes on in Missouri. I don't care who goes up there and play. It's something always going on up there.
Go ahead, Kev. I'm see if you pick this game. I'm gonna say something about it.
Okay. Well, next we got Oregon, Iowa. 7-1 Oregon against 6-2 Iowa. Spread for that's 5.5.
In Oregon or up there?
In Iowa.
In Iowa. Ooh.
I just don't know because the Hawkeyes are notorious for having zero offense but a hellified defense. I just haven't watched them this season enough to make that pick. Did they fix their offense?
No, I'm still roll with Oregon.
I think so. Give me the Ducks. Miami, Syracuse in Miami. I think Miami bounces back after a win.
I gotta pick. I'm gonna pick them. I don't give a damn if they played the Cleveland Browns. I'm gonna pick the Hurricanes. But
all right, then we got Auburn going to Vanderbilt. I think Vandy bounces back, wins that game. Mm-hmm. Washington, Wisconsin, Wake Forest, Virginia. Oh shit! Never mind. California, Louisville, LSU, Alabama.
Bing.
In where?
At Alabama. But the spread's 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the makings, like I just said, with that Florida-Georgia game last week.
It's a
got the
rivalry.
makings.
It's a rivalry.
Georgia Florida's a rivalry.
Make that game so good. That's a rivalry game.
No, I'm saying it's a rivalry game. It's a
I said that's what I think is going to make it so good because it's a rivalry, because you ain't got no coach, because of everything going around. These kids want to show we need a good coach. Watch us play with no coach.
You know what? You know what LSU's coming into this game with? You know what? We ain't going to the playoffs. We gonna damn sure make it as hard for y'all to get there.
Depending on what those kids' mindset are, they might be playing a little bit looser. We might get us a game here. And you say the spread is 9?
9.5 Alabama.
Alabama finds a way to play with their food a little bit too.
This is stupid, man. They got a point spread on the Notre Dame Navy game.
26.5 Notre Dame. Navy 7-1.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
And they 7-1, and you favored to lose by 27 points.
Because I mean, it's Navy. They don't play nobody.
Exactly. Just like they didn't do there, they shouldn't have did them.
All right. I want to try to be off here by the time this game goes to half, or maybe before half ends. So let's go through the NFL, fellas. Let's see here. What we just have right there. Now, we did not have any picks from this past week because the show was not running. But the Ravens beat the Dolphins 28-6 in Lamar's return to action.
Does that not show you how valuable that dude is to that team?
Yeah.
They were looking like a high school squad as long as he was on the bench.
Any elite quarterback.
But he don't play defense.
Besides they had injuries on defense. Besides your squad that has an offensive guru over there, they can plug and play a quarterback. Mm-hmm. Hey, go ahead, Kev.
All right. Well, the Atlanta Falcons, as we like to say on the show, they lost to the Patriots 24-23. Patriots jumped out to a 21-7 lead. I'm sorry, I think it was 21-0. In the first quarter, the Falcons were able to start fighting it back a little bit. Drake London had all 3 touchdowns that they scored yesterday. But at the end of the day, they didn't get it done, and that is why we have the title of our show tonight, Clapgate. D, if you would like to take over, please do so.
So from my understanding, the Falcons are finding ways to lose games now. It's been going on, but now I just came to the conclusion, Brother Kent, Brother Bo, Falcon contingents, because we have our little thing that be going on that we talk about the Bulldogs and Falcon games involved. This is terrible. This is becoming a joke.
This is the same old Falcon.
This man right here said when Koo was missing all them kicks last year, y'all need to bring somebody in and get in some competition. Man said this.
Yep.
Man said this. Now, everybody's complaining about why did they not do this to Arthur Smith. Every week we talking about fire the coaching staff, fire Raheem Morris, and this is whatever. The reason why Arthur Smith didn't have the talent that this man has on the roster. You got a Drake London, you got a Bijan, you got a Kyle Pitts when he wants to play, and you have a formula defense that keeps you in games. And every single time you're losing off of special teams and a kicker. You mean to tell me this Romo kicker is the only person y'all can find? It wouldn't take that much for me. You miss 2 kicks in the game, you got to go.
Watch this. They shouldn't have got rid of Koo.
That's a fact. Now, the Clapgate, Skip, Raheem Morris has the audacity to accuse Mike Virgil and company of clapping and doing stuff on defense at the press conference. You didn't say anything while the game was going on. We never see you with no emotion on the sideline of any kind. Y'all, again, have wasted the church's money And when I say church's money, the church that was built, that y'all tore down to build the playpen down there, you have wasted the church's money. You got this beautiful facility. You got all these fans paying all this money to come down there to that beautiful facility. And this is the product y'all put on the field.
They was gonna do it anyway. This is the same Falcons from since before they lost in the Super Bowl. They find a way to get you up and get you all like this here and let all in like a pufferfish just.
They are notorious for 8-8.
Like we said about the Dallas Cowboys a couple weeks back, the Falcons need to get rid of all things that say coach, assistant coach, training coach, everybody. They need to clean house. They need to start over. They need to come in with a new concept.
Honestly, Skip, not to cut you off, Arthur Blank need to sell the team to somebody else. That's how far. What I mean by that is because the reason why it's got to start at the head. Rich McKay is still in that organization. Rich McKay has been there 20 years. Now you got fun though. You brought in a coach that what you did is you brought a coach in for the culture. You didn't bring a coach in with enough experience.
But that's what y'all demanded. That's what everybody here demanded. Number one, they wanted a coach of color, and he was the best option at the time.
I don't think they did. I think the organization went with it because they thought they was losing their so-called fan base.
Exactly.
You interview Mike Vrabel. Look what Mike Vrabel is doing in New England. Every coach that you talk to allegedly is successful right now, more compared to you, and their offense and defense is playing at a high level.
But in defense of Mike Vrabel, he wouldn't have had to deal with Rich McKay. And who else? Rich McKay is the GM, right?
Rich McKay is in the
okay, and who's the GM of the Falcons?
Fonno.
Okay, he would have had to deal with them. He's dealing with he understands how the Patriot way is, how the Patriot organization works. So you got to think about what Raheem got to deal with here in Atlanta. He probably can't go get what he want to get. He probably can't trade to go get something that will work for him. This is why I said you got to blow the organization up. Same thing we've been saying about Dallas.
And
let's not just jump on Dallas when it happens to them. Nobody said Jerry sell the team. They said get out the general manager position and get you a general manager in there. Same thing need to happen to the Falcons.
Now wait a minute. I got to jump back at you now.
Okay.
Dallas got Super Bowls. So they got Super Bowls.
We're talking about history, right?
They are a $1 billion franchise. Mm-hmm. They have a fan base across the world. This place here has been a revolving door of losing.
Exactly. So blow up the organization.
That's why I see
him selling the team ain't gonna change if they keep it. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, what I'm saying is, if you don't, which we know he's not, I'm just talking.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, look at all the coaches that have been here.
Yeah.
Since the Dan Reed. Since Dan Reed. Well, Shanahan left on his own because y'all hired him. He wasn't a head coach. He was
I would let him go.
I agree with you on that. He was a coordinator. So what I'm saying now, in the past 5 to 6 years since Super Bowl, you should have just kept Dan Quinn or what y'all got going on. You should have just kept it.
Right. But at that time, y'all was just getting over Matt Ryan, right? When they got rid of Dan Quinn.
But I'm saying you kept Matt Ryan, you let Julio go. You brought in Arthur Smith for 3 years. You did absolutely nothing.
In defense of them letting Julio go, you don't think that was the right play? Because he ain't do shit when he left here.
And he didn't play that much longer after.
Hell no. I mean, I think they did that.
At the end of the day, you had the Falcons had in the tenure of a Matt Ryan, him playing all them years, they had 10 seasons in between, 5 and 5. Yeah. That they had the opportunity to win. They went to several NFC championships. They got the one Super Bowl and they lost it. That's that 5-year window. Here we are again, starting another 5-year window. You got a young quarterback. You got a young running back. You got a young wide receiver. You have the nucleus that what you need to do what you need to do. The coaching staff is doing them a disservice. You then went out here and had a draft where you drafted the boy from Georgia. You traded the number 1 pick from next year to the Rams. Pay attention, everybody. Keep losing. The Rams just doing this right here. Because whatever you end up with, record, the Rams got your number 1 pick.
You are right. All right, let's keep it rolling here, fellas. Chargers beat the Titans 27-20. Let me tell you about this entertaining ass game from the early window. The Bears beat the Bengals 47-42. Now, fellas, why this was entertaining was because the Bengals were down 14 points with about 4 minutes left in the game. They score a touchdown. Now, remember, they're led by Joe Flacco. They go out, they score a touchdown. It's a 7-point game. They get an interception, go down, score a touchdown. Now they go for 2 and take the lead in the game, 41-42. With 30 seconds left in the game, the Bears go down and score a touchdown. They went for 2 just to be safe. Did not get it. 47-42 was the final in that one.
Joe Flacco goes 470 yards. Boy, you talking about rejuvenate? Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. You got talent around you. We told you at the beginning of the season when we've seen what the Bengals did. That coach need to end up being fired too. Joe Burrow is not there, but that shows you the talent of those 2 wide receivers out there. Jamar
They
Chase
both had 100 yards.
and my other guy that plays out there right now, I'm missing his name. Higgins. Yes, Higgins has caught 9 straight touchdowns at home. He's caught a touchdown in the last 9 games. And it's amazing that we already knew that they were going to have problems because their defense can't stop nobody. It's terrible.
Yeah. All right. Steelers beat the Colts 27-20. Skip, your 49ers beat the Giants 34-24. That game was a blowout. Most of those Giant points are trash time. Do you have anything to say about your team real quick?
No. Keep doing what you're doing. I love y'all just like I love my Hurricanes. So just keep on, man, till we can get semi-healthy. We're not going to get all our superstars back because I think Bolton's done for the season, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, just do what we can do.
Absolutely. All right. The Broncos and the Texans, man, that was a defensive shootout. All the points in this game came from field goals, 18-15. It was 15-15 in the final, I think, minute of the game. The Broncos were able to go down and put up a game-winning field goal as time expired.
I like the Vikings beating the Lions, man, at home. We wouldn't have picked the Vikings because they were in Detroit. But hey, man, good job. Kudos to them, man.
Absolutely. Hey, and you know what? What you got to talk about is who's that? Wasn't that Vikings QB Sam Darnold? Or no, that's JJ McCarthy playing. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Look at the next game. Yeah. Look at the next game.
Yeah. All right. Well, the Panthers beat the Packers, and one thing that I want to say is we keep hearing, about all the problems that Dallas has without Micah Parsons. In a defensive game, Micah Parsons had 1 tackle. D, you said it last year a million times. Teams have figured out how to beat Micah Parsons. You just run the play away from him.
Run at it. And here we are. Green Bay, the same thing. Got all the talent around them. They got a young, talented quarterback, but he tends to sometimes get himself in a situation that costs his game against mediocre talent. They lost to the Cleveland Browns. Remember, we were sitting here, all of us picked them. They lost to the Browns. They turned around. Look who they done lost to now. None of us. They was a 14-point favorite. Skip. 14-point favorite. and they lost their game to the Panthers. And this is what Skip always says. Remember, that's NFL players over there. They get paid just like you.
And they got a winning record now.
And that goes to show you again, any given Sunday you can lose. The Packers got it.
They had 163 yards rushing though.
And again, running the ball at that joker. I'm gonna say it again. We don't know what the Packers' identity is. If y'all a finesse team or you're a physical team.
Well, they definitely ain't physical.
There you go.
They're definitely not.
You put pressure. The book is out. Your love, hell of a talented quarterback. You put pressure on him, you can beat him. That's what the Panthers did.
Or make him go through his reads and give your defense time to get to him.
So that's where the pressure come in at, and you don't turn the ball over. You put in a run game. Now that you know Michael Parsons is over there, run at him. There you go. Simple.
Sorry, fellas. There was a blocked punt returned for a touchdown by Dallas just a second ago.
Really?
Thank God. All right. Jaguars and Raiders, 30-29. Jags took that one. Rams and Saints. Rams took it 34-10. All right, let me get the interesting stats here for the last two games. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, you were talking about the Raiders and the Jaguar game. Skip, this is where this analytic mess come in. Kick the field goal and tie the game up. You go.
I would fire my coach. He did that.
I don't know. And then Pete Carroll standing over there doing like this, like he don't know what's going on. I got a problem with that. Kick the ball.
It's almost like you're telling your team, "I don't trust y'all to win in overtime."
But if you have the opportunity to win here, just do it.
Yes, but
you getting the morale on your team by doing that.
You're losing.
You don't think it kills it more to lose?
But I'd rather lose. I'd rather have the chance to win. You know what the chances are you making a 2-point conversion in the NFL, man? It's not high.
Oh, okay. All right. I see what we're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. We were saying the same thing. I was saying take the kick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were saying don't take the kick. Go for it. Okay. All right. We're here. I was gonna say, didn't you learn that from Miami last year with Georgia Tech? All right. Well, hey man, interesting stat here. The Bills have won the last 5 regular season meetings against the Kansas City Chiefs. But the Kansas City Chiefs have won the last 4 postseason meetings against the Buffalo Bills. With the win yesterday, there's a lot of hype around the Buffalo Bills being the best team in the AFC. There's no doubt in my mind that Kansas City they make the playoffs, and these two teams will meet again. So remember this whenever we get there. But yes, Bills 28, KC 29 or 21. Fellas, what you got?
I'm gonna say this. If more time was on the clock because of what Buffalo did, they missed that field goal at the end. If it was more time on the clock, Kansas City would have won that game. I never count them out. There's always something cuckoo go on. And the Bills don't seem, now they won the game, but it seems like they don't know how to put nobody away. They could have been put them away. It was 28-13 for a minute, Skip. And they couldn't put the dagger in them. And then you tried to run the ball, and kick a long field goal. I would have never tried that in that case.
Well, see, you know what, though? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. And this is no knock on the Falcons, what I'm about to say. This is why the Falcons lost the Super Bowl. Is because they stopped doing what they were doing to get the lead. Like you just said, they started running the ball. That ain't how they got that fucking lead. If you got a big lead, you can still afford to go out there and continue to put the points up to where the game is completely in hand. But when you stop doing what you were doing to get that big lead and running the ball, so purportedly to burn the clock, and you don't get a first down like you should to burn the clock, it gives the other team the momentum starts to swing, and that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, man, let's go into the last game of this past weekend, besides the one that's being played now. The Seattle Seahawks, not only probably, definitely, into Jaden Daniels' season, but is this, are the Seahawks back, baby? They looked ferocious.
I'm going to say this. The book is out on Washington. You know, it's always the second year. Dan Quinn them need to be fined and wrote up for letting that boy stay out there and getting hurt. Because where's y'all analytics now? You analytic everything else. Analytics tell you to do this. Analytics they jumped on you like game busters. Why he still in the game in the fourth quarter? But this is my thing. I thought Sam Darnold was gonna struggle.
No, he looked like his QBR was 97.8.
I'm gonna say this. He's finally came into his own. I think that year up there playing in Minnesota helped him out. He's now with another offensive genius that has like some weapons around him. You keep him upright, he gonna throw the ball around, and this is what you get. He lit their ass up.
He completed the ball to 7 different receivers.
Look, at one point, he was like something for something. Was it 16 for 16? He was something for something.
Well, he ended the game 21-24.
That's what I'm saying. He was 16 for 16 at one point.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
So that's like playing backyard football. Like, again, what y'all doing, Dan Quinn? And you lose your quarterback who has been beat up all year. So that lets you know.
All those weapons. He got all those weapons and he getting beat to death.
Again, well, they ain't been playing because McClain ain't playing, and whatever case may be. Well, whatever the case may be, the book is out. Didn't you say, Kev? You thought Washington was gonna do what now?
We all did. I did too. I thought
they'd be. I thought it would be like a three-way. I thought it would come down to like a three-way event for our division. Absolutely. Man, I figured they'd be in it.
Man, please.
You didn't think they were going to do good this year, D, coming into the season?
Because how you look at it, everything works the first year. We knew the kid was talented and whatever. You added Debo. You added some more key players. But what you didn't consider is the kid. They got film on him now. They know they hit him. You got to put pressure on him. He's been hurt twice. Now he's gone for the year. You see what I'm saying? He just got hurt 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So now he's injury prone. You know, it's going to be hard to come back for that. Did I not think they was a better contender? I thought they was a better contender than what the Cowboys was going to contend for. But the Cowboys are the one that we're going to have an issue with.
And y'all was always going to have an issue with them, though. Because of that history.
Yeah, but other than that, no, I wasn't worried about Washington because that's how it goes. The book is out on you. People got film on you. They're going to press you. It's going to get physical now.
Got a question for you, D. Do you think this shows us what kind of offensive coordinator that old boy is up there in Washington? You go get this talent. You get a phenomenal talent like Debo, who purportedly rejuvenated. You know, I'm here. I got this young kid. I'm finna blah blah blah, and you're misusing him.
Well, with Debo been a little nick. The other receivers been nick. He's not had all his bullets in his gun too. But Kingsbury, this shows you what we were talking about earlier. Kingsbury is better as an offensive coordinator than a head coach. Now you done lost the talent that you had. What you gonna do now?
Yeah, I like I said, man. You know, some of this stuff we have to look at scheme, play calling, or just play book. You know, I'm an air raid guy. I'm a West Coast guy. I'm a pro style guy. Sometimes this shit just ain't working. When you got the amount of receivers and the talent that they had last year, then you add a piece like Debo that can run the ball, catch the ball, quarterback if he need to be, and he gets one rush for 3 yards and he gets 5 catches for 46, I think it was. Come on, man. Y'all ain't trying to be your quarterback.
Well, you got to think, when you jump on like they got jumped on, the run game is out the door.
You are correct. You are correct.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it was 30-something, almost 30-something to nothing at halftime. So, you know, what we doing in the locker room, Skip? Listen here, y'all. We playing not to get hurt, or we playing for pride? What we doing here? Not only did you lose the quarterback, you lost your number one cornerback to ACL injury, Lattimore. So, you know.
All right. Well, let's get into this week's picks because we got a good lineup. I was going to put the Falcons Colts on here because they're the Berlin game, but we're going to skip right over that because we got too many good matchups that we can actually talk about. First one that we're going to put up here, the 7-2 Patriots are going to Tampa Bay. Spread on that is 2.5.
I'm going to skip. I know who you got.
Baker Mayfield.
I know that's right. I'm going with New England with the win. This is going to be. I know you're going with that, but this is going to be a coaching matchup between two good coaches. Vrabel has New England playing good ball, team ball. This is going to come down to what Baker can do. But New England, I'm gonna take that pick.
And I think you hit it. I think you hit the nail on the head. I believe it comes down to Baker Mayfield at the end of the game. Give me the Bucks. All right, next one on here. 6-2 Rams against the 6-3 49ers in San Fran. Rams are the 3.5-point favorite.
We know where Skip going.
I have to go with my team because it's my team, but I understand that because we are banged up on both sides of the ball. But I have never picked against 49ers.
I'm taking the Rams in there.
You have to. I respect that.
Matthew Stafford and company, and them two jokers, Puka and Adams. They play. I mean, they got a 1-2 punch in the air. It's ridiculous. You know. So and they running the ball too. So. And Skip team is banged up, but they found their identity because what they're doing, they're leaning on CMC. He's running the ball. He's finally healthy. I just don't. This game is going to be very physical because the Rams are a physical football team. The Rams, out of anybody in the NFC, that's who's scared of the Eagles.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with the Rams on this. If the 49ers had Bosa still, I would take them. Honestly, Skip.
Oh, yeah, I know. If he was there, I wouldn't be. I'm apprehensive about the game, but I just ain't picking against my team.
Right.
I understand y'all pick the Rams. You'd be a fool to pick the 49ers. I'm a fool. All
right. Next up, the 5-3 Steelers are going to see the 6-3 Chargers in LA. Yes, LA is SoFi.
I'm taking the Steelers.
Me too. Chargers favored by 3.5 though, but I still like Pittsburgh. An 8:20 game, so that's 5:20 over there. So it'll be daylight over there.
It just kills me that regardless we picking them, we just don't know sometimes what still a team we gonna get.
Yeah, but see, I'm not gonna say it's because of the quarterback because I think he's been decent. He hasn't been the Aaron Rodgers of old. I think their defense is starting to waver a little bit.
That's what I was.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They've always been. We always known that. Boy, you ain't finna score all that on them. I don't give a damn what the offense doing. You ain't finna just beat them up on the defensive side of the ball. But hey, I like them. No, I like them to beat the Chargers.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Chargers just to switch us up here. All right, and the last game I want to put on here for the week, this is the next Monday night game. 6-2 Eagles going up against the Pack, who is 5-2-1. Green Bay favored by 2.5 at the moment.
And I'm gonna go with Green Bay because of how they lost this past week. The Packers. Not that I don't think Philadelphia can win, but I think everybody's starting to catch up to them now. Hey, I watch this. I'm gonna say this. I'm glad I thought about this. They are going to outlaw the tush push next year. I promise you. Remember when the 49ers played 2 weeks ago and they pulled the guy in the end zone and everybody was talking about it's a penalty? If you can pull a guy, if you can't pull a guy, how are you able to push a guy? Rules committee go, watch. They're going to cry about it and they're going to stop it.
At the end of the day, I don't know if y'all paid attention to what my best GM in the land just did. We didn't went and got Jabari Alexander. We went and got another pass rusher. We didn't went and got 3 other players to show up that defense.
Okay.
Eagles by a lot.
I just still, D, one thing that you don't, that you won't pay attention to, your defense isn't your problem.
Yes, they are.
Okay. I like Green Bay.
My team is winning. So I don't know. See what you do is trying to
okay, Skip, you saw how that happened. We're talking about his team right here, but I say something and he's got to bring the Cowboys into it.
No.
Just so it's recorded here, Fred, so everybody knows what happens. We're in this box right now. I was here. D put me in the box. Remember?
No, I did not. I did not. You say the defense is not our problem. So what's our problem?
Your offense is stagnant as fuck if you're not running the tush push. Jalen Hurts has had two good games this season. 3 of the last 4 weeks, we've been talking about how bad he is. Stop it.
Do me a favor since he's doing that.
You let up 20 points to the Cowboys, 17 to the Chiefs, 26 to the Rams, 25 to the Bucks, 21 to the Broncos.
Watch this. You hear what he's saying?
Yeah, I'm telling you how good your defense is.
What are you talking about? The defense,
Your defense is holding teams.
So they gave up.
Special teams are your strong suit.
Really? And what about?
You said y'all were scared of the Rams. Why are you scared of the Rams?
You gonna let me talk?
Go ahead.
And what is my record?
6-2.
And what is yours?
What are we talking? We're not talking about the fucking Cowboys.
I'm just saying you brought this up and you said we suck. So let's stay right there. Okay, Cam. I'm sorry, Cam. Stay with
We're talking about
what you do.
A game where the
can I talk?
Will be played.
Can I talk?
No, because what you're saying has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
You say my offense. Check this out. You say my offense is stagnant. You say my offense ain't this. And I say, what is my record?
6-2.
And I just told you we just went and made some trades because our defense has been giving up points. That's what I said. If we had a problem on offense, guess what would happen?
D, you had 3 weeks in a row where you didn't where you didn't get a second half point.
I don't care. We won.
Because of your defense.
You're right.
Because of the defense.
You're right. If
you don't score in the second half, you can thank your defense for you winning that game.
Skip, what I was going to say before he started going on a tirade because he just hates the Eagles. The problem is, go look at Jalen Hurts' turnover ratio. He's not turning the ball over, which I'm fine with that. Y'all are the media is trying to cause some drama because we winning. You see what happened when the crybaby sat down for a minute, which I would have traded his ass. You see what happened? We sat down. We ran for over 200 some odd yards rushing. Did we not, Skip? Mm-hmm. So that tells me what's going on. You got a brand new offensive coordinator, again, running the show. He got too many weapons. As long as we ain't turning the ball over, I don't care how we win. We're winning games. You care about stats. I care about winning. Your offense is the number 1 offense in the league. Would you I just got a question for everybody on this panel. Would you rather have a number 1 offense in the league and losing games, or would you rather have the best record in the league and win it? Which one would you rather have?
Record in the league.
Okay then. So what you talking about? You keep bringing up stats.
I'm gonna be because that matters here.
It does not.
You scored 7 points in the first quarter against the Cowboys, 13 in the second quarter,
I hear both of y'all.
0 the next two. Hang on, Skip, real quick. The Rams. You said y'all are scared of the Rams. Why? Because that was a loss. But your defense, your special teams, defensive player blocked a kick and ran it back.
I'm scared of the Rams for one reason. Let me tell you why I'm scared of the Rams.
Where your defense won the game because your offense.
I'm scared of the Rams. I'm scared of the Rams because of last year when we played the Rams in the playoffs. The Rams have a complete team that can beat the Eagles. That's why I'm scared of them. And I'm talking football. I'm not talking as a fan. You're bringing up stats and points. I'm about winning games. I don't care nothing about that.
Well, watch this.
You're winning games because of the defense. That's the fucking point.
Right. Okay, Kev, watch this. I hear what you're saying, Kev, and you're right to a point. What D was saying was we're shoring up our defense because we're winning, even though we needed those holes plugged. You're saying y'all offense sucked because there's 2 or 3 games where you didn't score a point in the second half.
No, it's not 2 or 3, D. It is multiple. Like,
okay,
it's like half their season.
More than one. More than 2. So, but the point is this. If they're not worried about what their offense is doing and they get the defense even stronger, since you say that's their strong suit, go back to the Baltimore Ravens with Ray Lewis and what you call them, quarterback. Don't turn the ball over, we win.
Don't let them score.
So it's not that big of a deal to have the number 1 offense if you show up a defense that you say is already good. So they're shoring it up or stacking it up. So if somebody gets hurt, they bring somebody in. So if the offense works and it's a playoff type offense, you see what they do when they get to the playoffs. So let's get the defense even better with backups, capable backups, because our offense is going to wake up in the playoffs. So if they're winning with what they got, why not?
I don't disagree with getting some defensive players, but I want us to actually understand here that the Philadelphia offense is okay. Terrible is a bad word. They suck.
Okay,
if you can go against a shitty team and put up 21 in the first half, but if you win that game, fucking 19 or 20 to 21. Your offense is, I get it. Hey, you didn't turn the ball over. You didn't do anything.
Let me say something first, D. Let me say something first. Yes, I hear you. I hear you, what you're saying. You're saying, and don't take this the wrong way, but I think you're saying the Philadelphia Eagles offense sucked because y'all's offense is so good.
That's it. Thank you, Skip. That's it.
That's what I'm getting.
No.
That's it.
No, because regardless of my good offense.
Let me explain, please. And the reason I made that statement is because y'all's offense is all otherworldly right now. It is, no doubt. But y'all are losing.
And
you can't say
I have not mentioned the Cowboys. No. Because we are losing. And y'all, again, the box.
You're not letting me make my point, Kev. You're not letting me make my point.
It's the Cowboy fan. It's the Cowboy fan.
When I just said your offense is otherworldly, it's because it is. No doubt. But for you to say their offense sucks and they've won 6 football games, that's hate.
Thank you.
Because of defense. That's what I'm saying. The Philadelphia Eagles have a great fucking defense. Y'all won't hear that.
We do hear it.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah. You're harping on one thing, but you're not listening either, brother. You keep telling us
I understand.
He mad, dog. He mad.
The Philadelphia Eagles are the hottest team on this planet. I get it. You think that's your team. You think y'all are the best.
No, I don't.
But I'm here to tell you you're not. We have the best record. You think y'all are the best.
We're better than y'all.
You're not.
Kev, we are the champs. That's all I got to say. At the end of the day, we are the champs. That's what we are. We win in the division. Your defense is right. Since you want to talk about offensive defense,
that's why I don't talk about my team. My defense is last. You keep talking about my team.
Okay, I can't even talk.
I have not talked about the Cowboys in this broadcast. You keep bringing them up.
I'm trying to do it. If you gonna let me talk, or you gonna get emotional.
Okay, real quick before we go.
Let's take fellas. We gonna end this fucking show.
No, you can't do. No, hey man, I'm done. This is trash. You can't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Before
we just keep going back and forth, I'm not listening to you. You're not listening to me. Let's call it. It ain't hard to do, D. Let's do the last takes and get off of here.
Kev,
nobody can talk with you, Kev. You get mad and you want to turn the thing off because you won't let nobody else talk.
I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk to you, and you're getting mad.
We do the same shit every week. I'm not going to sit here and be disrespected on a live fucking broadcast for the 5th fucking time in the last 5 fucking weeks.
Hold on.
I'm done with it. I'm done. Look, we don't have to cut the show. We don't have to cut the show.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm good. At the end of the day, this my show, ladies and gentlemen. If we want to go down. No. I'm good. Because I can stop all this. I can stop all this. This man is acting like a child. That's child behavior. That is child behavior.
When we disrespected him.
Ain't nobody disrespecting him. I'm doing this live, ladies and gentlemen. This is my show. It is what it is. I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm not upset. This man is not upset. That's crazy.
We disrespected him for the last 5 weeks. I want to know when we disrespected him, period.
This is a Cowboy fan, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody's a Cowboy fan, I know my cousin is. He doesn't act like this. What I was merely stating at the end of the thing, you have a 31st defense, which is his team, and the #1 offense in the land. I talk real sports. I'm not going to get upset, get my blood pressure up. None of this. We don't do this. We try to have fun on here. We try to do whatever, but this is more than the 5th or 4th time that this man has done this.
I'm stunned. You said the offense sucked because your offense is the best, and
that's
we
it.
It, and you say we disrespected you.
But you don't want us to get a word in.
It's screaming.
You mad?
Oh my God. Ooh.
I can't believe you did this.
Anyway, let's stop being a dead horse. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the passion that we exhibit when we talk about sports, especially defending our teams. We don't want to lose any viewers because of it, but that this is the kind of stuff that happens. It's real life stuff. It's not pre-programmed pre-programmed. It's not a sketch. This is all real life stuff. So thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Cowboys, 49ers, and the Eagles. That's who we represent. The Hurricanes, the Bulldogs, and the Carolina Gamecocks is what it is. Passion comes and it goes, but we here. That's it. All right. So you can't even stop the show, can you?
We just cut it out, man. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all, ladies and gentlemen. If that's how we gonna do it, I don't have no problem. I can do this. As long as I gotta do is get back in my control seat and handle this. I'm not finna argue with anyone and get upset.
Hey, don't be the dead horse.
I'm good. All right.
All right.